80 years of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Tell me like fun stuff about the Oscars. Why is it named the Oscars, and any other
Well,
tidbits that you want to share?
three people that claimed to have named it Oscar. One was Betty Davis, the actress. One was Margaret Herrick, who was the original secretary of the Academy. One was a writer named Sidney Skolsky, who got really tired, he said, of writing in his things about the Academy Award, a gold statuette, you know, so he said it. We don't know which one, and I talked to Betty Davis about it. I never got to meet the two other people, but she said, I don't know if I was the one, but she said around the same time that I started calling it Oscar, nicknamed it Oscar, she said that did start appearing, and what we've been able to research was we don't know quite who did it. Nobody insisted that they were the ones, but they suggested that they were the ones because they had participated in it, but that right around 1935, so about the first 7 years of the Oscar, it didn't have a nickname at all. But now, of course, that name is registered, and also around the world, wherever you go, people know, when you talk about Oscar, people know who you're talking about.
Exactly. Historically speaking, though, when one wins an Oscar, does it like push his career up? Does it like, what?
An Oscar can do many things. Like in the case of Frank Sinatra being the best example, maybe, an Oscar totally revived his career. It was really in the doldrums, and he was persona non grata in Hollywood, as an actor, as a singer, as anything, and he did From Here to Eternity, won the Oscar for it, and his career just went sky high, and he was a major, major icon forever after. Then there were ones like Louise Reiner, who in the 30s won 2 Oscars back-to-back as Best Actress, and 2 years later she was out of the business altogether. But was that the Oscar jinx, or was that the fact that her style of acting, which was very European, was no longer fashionable in the late 30s as we were getting into the war years and all of that? And so it's hard to know if the Oscar did it, or if just time changes of acting style. There was also an actress named, and I think this has happened many times, Jane Darwell, who won the Academy Award as Best Supporting Actress for a movie called The Grapes of Wrath. And she was a very popular actress, character actress, but she wasn't a famous one. They knew her by face, but not by name. Well, her agents, after she won the Oscar, put such a high price on her, it really killed her career. Nobody would pay that money for an actress that the public didn't know, because it wouldn't be getting that much money back because her name was not known. So agents can do that too. Exactly. So it can be a lot of reasons. It can also be because I remember Sally Field, after she won for Norma Ray, she was highly criticized because her next film was, I think, Beyond the Poseidon Adventure or something. And she said, well, if you think this is a terrible choice, she said, let me tell you the scripts I was offered. This is the best that I was offered. So it could also be timing. She won that Oscar at a time that there were not like a lot of great...
And one last question, Robert. Usually when a person wins after having a good body of work.
Yeah. Well,
That's how I analyze it. So do you believe in that type of line of thinking?
No, I really don't. I think that they have an honorary Oscar that they give, like they gave to Paul Newman before he won his regular Academy Award, that they gave 1 year to Cary Grant, that they've given to many other people, Barbara Stanwyck. But I think that they should win for that performance. But I must say that many, many times people have won for their first big performance. Certainly no one knew who Audrey Hepburn was when she did Roman Holiday and won the Oscar.
Hilary Swank?
Hilary Swank early on, yeah. So there have been many that have been kind of discovered. Louise Fletcher, nobody knew who she was really when she did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So maybe if they have a few minor parts, but I don't think it is necessarily for a body of work, and I don't think it should be.
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah, yeah.
And would you mind inviting everyone to buy your book?
Yes, please buy my book. It's an interesting book, particularly it's very big, so if you want to hit somebody, it's a great thing to hit them with because they'll be really hit then. But it's also, you don't have to go to the gym because you lift it, you get muscles, and also because it'll stop a lot of arguments when you're watching old movies or any movies on television, because you can look in the book to see if it was nominated and what it was nominated for.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you,
pleasure.
Robert.